Hi there, welcome to my channel. I've really wanted this controller for a couple of months now, and the nice people at NYXI were finally able to send a set to me. This GameCube inspired set of Joy-Cons, and yes, I said Joy-Cons, because you can attach these to your Switch in handheld mode. How awesome is that? Just filled me with so much nostalgia that it was a must-have for my Switch controller collection. The unboxing experience is hands down the best so far that I've had for any NYXI product, and if you're not familiar with my channel, I've done unboxings for pretty much every NYXI controller out there, and they've definitely upgraded their packaging for this product. Rightfully so though, because this does cost a pretty penny at $69.99 nice on their website, but I have some great news for y'all. If you use promo code WOWVJSLTR, you get 10% off your purchase at NYXIgaming.com. So feel free to check out their site and maybe use my code. I'll have links and info down below in this video's description. So inside the box, there's a USB-C cable and some replacement rocker rings that go around your analog sticks. I believe they include ones without the octagon pattern that traditional GameCube controllers have, so if you want to switch them out, they got you covered. I'm also enjoying their new instruction manual. It used to unfold and it turned into a giant piece of paper the size of an old map that you'd see like in 80s or 90s movies when people are on road trips and they just unfold this giant piece of paper, and that's how big their old instructions were. So I do appreciate their little booklet as a nice upgrade. So here it is in all of its glory, the NYXI Wizard, the GameCube inspired Nintendo Switch controller. Many people are comparing the size and shape to the Wavebird wireless controller for the GameCube as well too. We have all of our traditional GameCube and Nintendo Switch buttons, along with a few extras like underneath the home and capture buttons are profile buttons, and you use those to map the back buttons on this controller. Yep, you heard right, there are back buttons on this controller, and the T buttons on the bottom are used for setting turbo, LED lights, and vibration. Here's a better look at the octagon rockers for the analog sticks, just like classic GameCube controller rockers. As mentioned earlier, they did include round ones without grooves for that more modern feel that we get on the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. And here's a look at the back buttons. They actually have a texture on them, so that's really nice. I love how they look and feel. So quickly, these do detach from the center grip, and you can use these in each hand like Joy-Cons or attached to your Switch. They have the same release button and will definitely be going into detail regarding features of this controller. So I'll show you all how to use the LED lights, program the back buttons, set the turbo features, and adjust vibration in the next segment coming up in a few seconds. So let me grab my Switch, which actually has some NYXI Hyperion joypads on there right now, and let me get everything set up, get a good angle going. But let's detach these controllers once again. I don't know why I put them back on the grip. I'm just excited to get these on the Nintendo Switch. Cannot wait. It is a good fit as well too. Also, the video is sped up. This would be like a 30-minute video if I didn't do that. And there are SL and SR buttons on that portion of the Joy-Cons. So if you want to be that friend and play Smash and give people one half of Nintendo GameCube controllers to fend for themselves, you can be that friend. Anyway, the controller's responsive so far, and I didn't even notice that the LEDs are actually on the ABXY buttons, which is freaking cool. I thought it was going to be like the other NYXI controllers where there was a light around each analog stick, but I really love that it's on the face buttons. That's pretty awesome. And you simply turn them on and off by pressing T and the right analog stick, or R3 as most people would call it on other consoles. So let me load up Mario Kart, and while I'm doing that, this is the back of my Switch with my Mewtwo skin. The Joy-Cons are purple, my Mewtwo skin's purple. It just looks so good together. Nice little setup for me right now. I'm so proud of that. And I'm gonna put the video back down to 1x speed so we can see everything working in real time. A is working, really responsive. Hit that mushroom boost at the beginning. Let me lower down the volume just a little bit. B is working, brake and going in reverse. X for looking backwards. Everything's working good so far. And Y is actually to accelerate in this game. I had no idea. If you use Y to accelerate in Mario Kart, let me know in the comments below. So ZR and R work as well too. And for anybody wondering, ZL and ZR are like traditional GameCube triggers where you have to press them in all the way to get some sort of response. They're actually like Nintendo Switch Pro controller triggers where you don't have to press them in that much and they work. So that is a welcomed upgrade. As much as I love the GameCube controller for its nostalgia, those old triggers weren't my favorite. So all of the other buttons work as well too, plus minus capture and home. So let's move on to setting up the back buttons and getting the turbo and the vibration all figured out. Alright, flipping the GameCube controllers on the back side, you can see a FL and FR button, and these are very simple to figure out and set. But fun fact, you can actually have 21 button values. But for time's sake for this video, we will record one button for the FR and FL back buttons. All you do is press the settings button, pick which button you want to set, ZR, and then press the settings button again. And now that FR button on the right side is set. Unfortunately, you can only set the right side buttons to the right side controller and the left side buttons to the left side controller. Press the settings button, I press the ZL this time, press the settings button again, and now we should be able to use our items in this game or honk our horn. And there it goes. FL is now ZL. You can do that with any button on the left side. So L3, ZL, L, or the D-pad. And to reset the back buttons, all you do is press each settings button for 3 seconds, and that's all you gotta do. So they will be blue when they're active and then white when they're not active or back to their original settings. Alright, now to everybody's favorite feature, turbo. All you do is press turbo and the button you want to set to turbo. So in this case we're doing ZR again. So there are 2 versions of turbo, where one you can hold down, and then the second is continuous or hands-free, and you just set it like that and you don't have to press a darn thing and Bowser just keeps on bouncing. So if you want to actually speed up the turbo, there's 3 different settings for how fast. All you do is press turbo and the plus button, and you can see Bowser Jr.'s speed changing. I think that's the slowest one, which is 5 Hertz, and then the default, which is 12 Hertz, and then the fastest speed, which is 20 Hertz. For those of us not proficient in Hertz, I'll just say slow, normal, and fast. Same thing on the left side, just press turbo and the button you want to set to turbo at the same time. We don't have any items, so Bowser's honking his horn. The second time is hands-free. So 1 time for press turbo, 2 times for hands-free turbo. And you can adjust it the same exact way with the speed by pressing turbo and the minus button. Here's vibration. I'm going to try to be quiet so you can hear it. There's 3 different modes for this as well too. So vibration has low, medium, high settings, all really simple, and that's pretty much all of the features on this jam-packed controller. So we went through the LED lights, we went through the back buttons, the turbo, and the vibration. So here is a test in split mode just to see if it works flawlessly, as it has been throughout this whole video, and then in the middle of the lap I will switch it to the grip and see if it works that way. But I'll see you all towards the end in about a minute or so. But hopefully you enjoy this little lap of Mario Kart. Okay, everything works, and that makes me happy because I love the design of these Joy-Cons. Once again, for anyone interested, feel free to use promo code WOWVJSLTR, WOWVJSLTR on NYXIgaming.com, and that code works towards anything on their website, not just the NYXI Wizard. But so far, I love the nostalgia, the controller feels great in hand, all the features are great bonuses, and I think I may have just found my new favorite Nintendo Switch controller. I love this so much. With that, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to check out this other one that popped up by now. And if you want to support the channel just a bit more, maybe you'll consider subscribing if you enjoyed hanging out with me today. And for those who want to support even more than that, feel free to click that join button down below to learn more about my channel memberships. I'll see you all soon. Please stay safe out there. Goodbye.